Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Yeah, we had a rookie mistake. Let me say hi real quick to Crystal Sparkle. Crystal Sparkle, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. The link that I just posted is going to be for the premiere that is going to follow this show. So at 6 o'clock, I'm going to have a premiere of a video from Cozumel when I was on a booze cruise, Carnival Glory. We stopped at Cozumel, went to Paradise Beach, and that is what that video is for. That's what that link is for. I was scrambling, people, scrambling. I don't know if anybody noticed. Apparently, nobody noticed because none of my friends told me that I had this live for the wrong date. So I was in there at the StreamYard trying to correct the date. I had it for the 11th, Monday. So yeah, that was a I don't want to call it a rookie mistake. I want to call it a Z mistake. Oh, hey Z, welcome in. Welcome in. What a catastrophe. So now I was scrambling around it and I saw the clock counting down, telling me that the live is it should be starting shortly at 5 o'clock. So I was scrambling, and then in the beginning I had the window open for the live on YouTube, and it's playing it twice. So I'm getting the echo. So I'm trying to figure everything out in 30 seconds. Next time, maybe if I get here early, I wouldn't have to worry about doing stuff like that. Whew. Let me go down and thank you, everybody, because even though you didn't know, apparently my time was off. Somehow you got the notification and you guys are here right now. So I appreciate it. Let's go down the list. Crystal Sparkle, welcome in. Welcome in. Crystal, I appreciate you being here. She saw one of the videos and she commented on it, and we've been talking ever since. So welcome in. Santa Scott, thanks for being here. This should be pinned up to the top of the comments. This is the premiere for 6 o'clock tonight. So right after this show, we will be premiering a video. Betty, welcome in. Here and accounted for. Betty, I don't think you saw it, but I made a mistake. I was still coming on live, but I had the wrong date. Santa Scott, controversial cruising. Welcome in. I explained that to Crystal already. Z is calling me a rookie. It was a rookie mistake, Z. My goodness. Butter Roll Boutique, welcome in. Long time no see. I appreciate you being here. Brooklyn is in the house. Eddie, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Eddie is in the house. You know what, Crystal, I try to be more organized than this. Today was, I don't know what happened today. I was putting out videos. I put up a premiere for Monday, and I must have didn't change the date when I went in there to set the premiere or set this live. So it happens to the best of us. Anything can happen in live or YouTube streets. Eddie said he told everybody about my live this afternoon. That's funny how you could do that, Eddie, because it had the wrong date, but I appreciate it because the one thing I want to do is try to be consistent. So every Thursday at 5, I come here and go live. So I'm assuming most people will just say, hey, he's going live today. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you, Eddie, for shouting me out. I appreciate that. Najuma Brown, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Eddie says, Hammer Santa. Oh, you know what, Z? I see you typed #strong, and Nightbot's not working. Somebody told me about Nightbot not working a little while ago, and I didn't check on it. So I'm going to go check on Nightbot to make sure that we get Nightbot up and running so people can drop their links and connect with others. Marjorie, welcome in. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. The Bud Files, thanks for being here, my friends. Globees Travels, thanks for coming in. Scratch and Pete, always around everywhere, so I knew he would be here. Thank you, Scratch and Pete. We had a week set and times that changed, so it could be something with YouTube. No, it was definitely me. It was a user error. I had the wrong day. I had Monday in, and I know what I was doing. I was putting up another video and put this same thing. So it had nothing to do with the time change or anything like that. It was just me not paying attention to detail. How did you check in, Bill, for the greatest cruise of all time? Hey, did you check in, Bill, for the greatest cruise of all time, the Carnival Jubilee, December 23rd? Z, I was done checking in by 12:05 this morning, 12 a.m. I was done checking in. I shouldn't say done. I did what I had to do to get my boarding time, but I have not actually filled out all the information like my passport and sell and sign account. I haven't done any of that yet. So I am going to do that probably today or tonight, because after this show, after my premiere, right after the show is going to be my premiere. Don't forget, people. I am going to go ahead and finish that up. I'm actually getting kind of excited like you. Any upcoming adventures before the Jubilee? I don't think so. I get one cruise a year if I'm lucky. We travel for a convention mostly. No. Luckily for me, I'm retired. Even when I worked, I did try to do like weekend cruises every now and then. So this has been a good year. Nothing coming up that I know of. I may sneak a Las Vegas trip in there. I may actually be coming. I may be coming to Houston from Las Vegas. I'm not sure yet. Not sure. Everybody speaking. Okay, I'm down at the bottom. I got some stuff in today in the mail. I don't know, people that cruise, they know about little ducks on a cruise ship. I got me some little ducks that I'm gonna pass out on the cruise ship. Whoop, 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 whoop. I am getting cruise ready. Cruise ready. I ordered some new business cards. I ordered some new business cards, and I stole a little bit from Mike Clock. He had the back of his cards. It's like I have business cards with my information on the front, and on the back I have information as far as, oh, you found a duck? What luck? You found a duck. Anyway, I stole it from Mike Clock, and whoever he stole it from, thank you so much. But he could have made it up himself. If so, Mike, thank you. So everybody, I am, as I said, officially checked in, getting excited. It's time to go out and maybe do a little shopping. Not much. I got my ducks. What I really want to get is some lanyards to pass out. I'm gonna have to work that into the budget. That they're coming out to about $1.50 a lanyard. So I'm gonna have to work that into the budget. Crystals, are you traveling with your family? It's Christmas. Nope, no family. Oh, no, I'm not. No, family's not coming with me. I'm a solo traveler, and my grandkids and my kids are gonna be here celebrating Christmas. I couldn't talk them into going on a Christmas cruise, so I'm shopping, getting the grandkids stuff. The older kids, we're just gonna get them some cash cards or little gift cards or whatever. So nothing much. I told you, I think yesterday, I booked another cruise on MSC, and that's going to be the Seashore. So it's a 3-day cruise. So I can't wait for that one. But I don't know if you guys, again, we touched on it a little bit yesterday. The price of these of cruising has gone way up. And Carnival, even like Carnival now, they've gone up on the price of the internet and the paid dinner options. I mean, it's getting out of hand, people. It's getting out of hand. But as long as we pay it, they're gonna keep raising prices. So I don't know what the answer is. Hey, Mike Clock, welcome in. I was just telling them about you. I ordered some new business cards with the new design, and then the thing you have for your ducks on the back. I put that on the back of my card, so I have like a 2-sided card now. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Cruising with Keith, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Together we travel. Welcome in, Will. Appreciate you being here. A lot of today, a lot of yesterday. I've been kind of taking it easy, and I watched a few videos, but not a whole lot. And I was just got done watching Cruising on the High Seas. He was down in New Orleans on the booze cruise. So I was just checking that out and bringing back some memories from back in the day. My last cruise that I was on. Let's see. Travel Vibes with Angel. Jeffrey's Angel. Angel, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. Keith says, there's no answer. It's like sporting events. If people still go, the prices won't change. Exactly. Keith, I was saying the same thing. As long as we keep paying these Star of the Seas prices and the people are lined up out the door, it's not coming down. But when you start talking, and for me, it really hurts me because I do like a lot of solo cruising. So when you start talking about $6,000 a cabin, well, that's $6,000 out my pocket, and I haven't bought anything, and I don't have my internet, I don't have my drinks, I don't have anything yet, and I mean, I'm making life choices here. I mean, my goodness. I could literally fly over to Australia and bum around Australia for a month for those prices. See me traveling. Welcome in, Kurt and Marcia. I'm sure this is probably Kurt. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Destination Fun. I think they're trying to price people out of cruising. I don't think they're trying to price people out of cruising. I think they're charging what the market will bear. And again, people are lined up for these cruises. These Carnival cruises are selling out. The Royal cruises are selling out, or very close to selling out. I have people. I have a group cruise. I haven't got my commercial or anything like that up yet, but I have a group cruise to Hawaii, February 5th, 2025. There for my group cruise, because they've sold so many balconies already that I can't book a balcony in my group cruise. So I have to book somebody into a ocean view and then call Carnival to see if they have rooms available. And that's, I mean, we're over a year away. Literally, not much over a year, but we're over a year away, and it's selling out. And this is a 14-day cruise to Hawaii. I can't believe it. First of all, you working people, how do you get that much time off to go on a 14-day cruise? I thought I was picking a cruise that nobody really want to go on. So it's something. Woo, $6,000. Right, Eddie. $6,000 is 3 cruises. John Gaylor, welcome in. They have priced me out of cruising for now. For the newer ships. But even the older ships, you used to be able to get a discount. Eddie, if you want to, you can drop your link to your cruise on the next year of Booze Cruise 2.0. Eddie's is on an older ship, but because everybody's selling out, I mean that not really giving you the greatest price on the cruise. It's like the Glory. I mean, the Glory, it was completely sold out. It's an older ship, completely sold out. What made it a great cruise was the people that were on the ship. But for whatever reason, it sold out. Years ago, before the pandemic, you could always get last minute deals, last minute deals, last minute deals. Nope, not now. If there's a cruise you want to go on, you better go ahead and book it early. If there's a group cruise that you want to go on, get those prices early, because they're not coming for now. They're not coming down. So Clock has, matter of fact, it's gone up. Clock has a group cruise September 12th, 13th through 12th, 12th, 13th next year for it's 2 cruises, the 3-day and a 4-day, and for 7 days. I got in early. Those prices have already gone up. So if you didn't book early when they held the cabins and held at a certain rate, you're paying more now, and it's not going to come down. We're going to pay more people. I wish we can go back in the day before everybody wanted to cruise, but nope. We got on here talking about how good cruising is, how great it is, and cruising is the best form of vacation, and people believed us. And guess what? We're paying for it now because everybody wants to cruise. Angel, right? See, I get my casino deals, but again, I get my casino deals on Carnival. I just did MSC. I did a little gambling, so they said they're gonna send me some offers for discounted cruises. We'll see what happens. We need to do a show about solo, about traveling solo. See that you don't need me for that. You could do that. See, that could be your topic. Angel, it's probably my cruise. Somebody else showed it to me. I don't have a discount on that cruise. February 9th of 2025, somebody had the cruise that I'm going on that I booked a group cruise with for $100. The Carnival Radiance out of Long Beach on February 9th. And man, $40. Right now I'm paying, I want to say my price is right around $1,500 maybe for a 14-day cruise, about $1,500. So really no deal. Again, 14 days for $3,000, 7 days for $6,000. I'll take an older ship. Again, I'm getting 14 days instead of 7, and I'm going to Hawaii instead of Cozumel. I'll pay half of that and do my 14 days. Thank you very much. Brian Mitchell, welcome in. Welcome in. We are paying $7,450 per person for a 37-night Sydney, Hawaii, and Pacific Islands on the Grand Princess. That's going to be a great cruise. I love the French Polynesian Islands. I love it there. And for 37 nights for $7,450. Not 7, going to Cozumel. So again, as long as we are willing to pay it, get ready for prices to start going up. And don't get me wrong, I understand they have to recoup money from when they were shut down, but trust me, they're not going to bring prices back down. Warmstrong Adventures. I may switch to Norwegian Cruise Lines from Carnival Lines. I don't have limited PTO. Or you have unlimited PTO. Marjorie, I am with you. I'm going to where the deals are. And right now, for me, that is MSC. MSC has pretty good pricings for the ships that they have. They have, to me, it's really nice ships. And for the pricing, I think they have the most bang for the buck right now. And then next would be Carnival. NCL, I haven't looked into NCL too much. Destination Fun might be the way to go for now for a while. Until they start losing customers, it might be the way. I have never been for all inclusives. If you're coupled up, I can do an all inclusive for 3 days, 4 days, maybe. It's like going to Vegas. I can go to Vegas, 3 days, 4 days, but after a while, it's like, yep, I'm done with Vegas. And I feel like that as far as these inclusives. I mean, after a couple of days, it's like I need to get away. Cruising allows you to see different islands, different ports, and I like it. Clock Family Adventures. Yep, September 13th through the 16th, September 16th through the 20th, and that's on Royal Caribbean Utopia. So if you want to see Utopia, and again, I'm not getting anything from this. Clock hasn't paid me, or at least the check hasn't cleared yet. You're not going to get lower prices than what he has on a cruise right now. And if you want to see a brand new, Oasis class ship, that would be a great cruise to get your feet wet. And I'm only doing the 13th through the 16th. And I don't quote me on how much it was, but compared to these prices that are coming out now, I think I got a deal. Cruising with Keith. I'm lucky the casino gives me good offers. I'm the same way. I'm just trying to get away. I'm trying to get away from Carnival so much. I've gone as far as like the status wise. I've gone as far as I could. I want to start seeing these newer ships out here now. So that's what I'm trying to do. Travel Vibes. I leave out Saturday and only pay $384 for my daughter and I, taxes and port fees included. Yes. See, that's what I'm used to. Those are the prices I'm used to. I know it's not fair because of casino rates and stuff like that. It's not like you're giving me a cruise. My casino rates, I've given you plenty of money, Carnival. So don't get stingy with the with the casino offers. They got to make up for all that money lost over 2.5 years. Plus, the folks will pay, it will stick around. Exactly. And I understand making money back. I do understand that. But my problem is once they make it back, if people are paying it, they're never coming back down. You could do that solo. I do a lot of solo traveling because of that. You know, I don't. People see me cruising, and they think, "Oh, hey, man, he has a lot of money." I don't have a lot of money. I have a lot of good deals. So it is what it is. See me traveling. We never got casino deals from MSC in the past 2 years. They talked to me and had me sign some paperwork, and they wanted to contact me as far as making some deals. Hold on, let me see what clock says. I don't want to put out other people's information. Kurt, once you get 1,500 points on MSC, they come and find you and they have you fill out paperwork so they can send you deals. Yes. So I believe Clock had the same thing, and I got it. Kurt, Mike was showing me how the strategy for roulette. I have it down. The one strategy that he was showing me, I have it down. You don't win much money, but on this particular electronic roulette table, you were earning points. So if you had the patience and had the time, you could literally not spend any money and get points for cruising. Welcome in, Shasta Travel. Shannon, appreciate you coming in. My Hawaii is $4,200 for a balcony room, but that was booked a while ago. It's double now. Exactly. And the prices are doing nothing but going up. Going up. Carnival Corporation are back in the black, so yes, why can't we get discounted prices and why can't we get the quarterly share dividend? You may eventually, but again, you may not. It may be a while before the dividends comes back, but they might be in the black now. However, they lost a ton of money before, so that wouldn't show up in being in the black now. But you know, I mean, once you figure out how much they lost, how many billions they lost, well, once they make those billions back, then it's like, yeah, it's time to give out some dividends. At least we have 3 for 2024 and 3 for 2025 now. Now's a good time, Eddie. I mean, it's time to think about it. And I'm booked through 25, and I probably have about 9 booked between now and the end of 25. But I have to start thinking about it. At these prices, if I'm not getting deals, I have to start planning. I'm retired. I have fixed income. Marjorie, right? Fixed income. Kurt says, love all inclusive. They have excursions and you can visit other sister resorts. I'm gonna have to try it. Kurt, I mean, again, I knock it, but I've never tried it. Maybe I wouldn't get bored. I don't like going necessarily from resort to resort. I prefer going like out in the port cities where we're at and visiting the cities, other than just the resorts. If I want to do a resort, I can do a resort here. I can go down Miami someplace and do a resort. CB traveling. I'm telling you, that's how it is. Me, Bill, and my son. Yeah, and I'm a witness to that one. Check is in the mail. Yeah, okay. Make sure it doesn't bounce, Clock. No, Clock. Seriously, I'm so glad I got in when I did, because now I would be paying extra for nothing. More Armstrong mentions Holland America has 50% off their cruise deals. These are things I'm gonna have to check out. Rambling with the Brums, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Oh, we haven't even talked about airfare yet. NCL, we are saving 2,500 to 3,800 per room on our group cruise, and that's airfare and a ton of extras. Good. I believe the Brums they're doing an Alaskan group cruise. So if you're looking at going to Alaska and looking for a group cruise, it sounds like they have the hookup as far as airfare and things like that. So hey, doesn't hurt to check them out. Kurt, we're gamblers. We don't talk about losses gambling. Clark says he lost about 300. Yeesh, I wish I had lost that. I could only lost 300. Grit it out. Is that supposed to be grind it out? Grind it out, Bill. For the bargains, I would. Kurt, the only problem I have with that is I'm on vacation and I don't want to spend 4 or 5 hours at the roulette table, at that roulette machine. It was perfect. I mean, Clark had the right idea, and he showed me the way. He showed me the way with that one, and I could see how you could do it. I could see how you could do it. Clark says, when is your seashore cruise? I believe January 18th. Z says, good afternoon, Shannon. I forget how he says it. Sorry. Trish the Natural, welcome in. Thanks for coming in here. Peer Runners, Marion, welcome in. Appreciate you guys coming in. Thanks so much. On the Facebook side. I was going to ask you how you did on your last cruise. I didn't do well. I had fun. They could have probably gotten more money from me, Z, but MSC only had one table and blackjack, and it was $25 a hand. And if you had $10 hands, I'm up there. I'll gamble. $25 a hand. I mean, I literally I'm put $100 up there. I got 4 hands to start making money. So I did a couple of times, and it worked out, but it wasn't a fun experience. The only time I up my bets like that is usually when I'm winning. I'm up is when I start betting like that. People that are just coming in, thank you for coming in. If you don't mind, if you could hit the like button, I would truly appreciate it. It means a lot to me and also to the channel. It's supposed to help out with the algorithm and hopefully maybe share us out a little bit more to get some new people in here. There's been a couple of new names in here today, so thank you so much for stopping by. Caught me on a day where I was when it started off. It was rough. I had the wrong date on the thumbnail, and the live was set up for the wrong time. I mean, it was bad. It was a rookie mistake, as we say over here. Sean, down on the cruisers, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Now might be a good time. I don't know what Sean, and the prices are. I think the cruise prices are a little bit lower over in Australia, and he's having a January 2nd, 2025. He's having a group cruise for Helping Hands for Cruising. So you might want to check out Sean and see whether or not you can get a good deal in Australia. Because again, the French Polynesian Islands are some of the prettiest places you'd ever want to see. And I haven't been to New Zealand, but I want to do New Zealand. And Australia is nothing to shake a stick at either. But those, I mean, the French Polynesian Islands, Tahiti, Moorea, a couple of others, Nomea. No, was it Nomea? Nomea. And I mean, absolutely beautiful. I mean, better looking than Hawaii to me. I prefer that than Hawaii. Your favorite couple, thanks for coming in. Welcome in. we're just up here listening to me rant and rave about prices of these cruises now, and how they're cutting down on amenities, but raising the price of everything. Squirrels Magnet Fishing and Outdoors. Welcome in. Cruise Nuts, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Granny, filming again. Thanks for coming in. I think I'm caught up in everything. So yeah, so that's it. That's my rant for now as far as the pricing. The Brums, I'm scheduled. I don't know if I'm going to make it because I just booked a Panama Canal cruise very cheap, and that was through a Carnival casino deal. So I may not make it. I do have one booked, however, but I may get my money back, and that's with Holland America. And this will be my first time going over to Greece, because I want to start. If I'm paying this kind of money, I want to start getting my money's worth. And that's, for me, that's seeing new sites, seeing new ports, new islands, new countries, and that's what I want to start doing to get the most bang for my buck. So that's why when the last two cruises I shouldn't say the last one, because the last one I just booked with MSC, 3-day cruise. But the other Carnival cruises I booked one was a 14-day and one was a 16-day. And one is doing the Panama Canal, and it stops in Colombia, Costa Rica, and Ensenada. So that's what I want to do different. If I'm paying top dollar, I want to do different. I don't want to pay $6,000 to go to Cozumel. I like Cozumel. I don't want to pay $6,000 to see Cozumel. And the ship, I understand how beautiful it is, but a lot of the amenities I probably wouldn't use. I want to see it. I just don't want to pay top dollar to see it. So once the prices start coming down, like right now, I think Wonder of the Seas is coming down to a reasonable price. So, I mean, just a year ago, Wonder of the Seas was the greatest ship ever. And now Royal has put out 2 or 3 ships after that, maybe 2 years ago for Wonder of the Seas. And I want to see that ship, because I still think that's one of the, prettiest ships that was ever built. But then they had the Icon coming out, and the Icon, the biggest cruise ship I've ever seen. So a lot of stuff going on in the cruising world. Okay, made it to the bottom. Destination Fun. Whoops. We will go with you on Wonder of the Seas. Sherry, I'm going to start looking into it. I haven't looked into it seriously. You sent that over one time. It was like $800 per person. I will definitely start looking into it, because, again, I always wanted to go. It just priced me out. So I definitely will. If I do Royal, I want to do the ships that I haven't done. So I'm doing my first Oasis class ship in April with my daughter, and then I'll be I want to do an Icon Icon class, and Wonder of the Seas. I want to do that. So there's 3 or 4 classes of ships on Royal that I want to do. John Gaylor, we love Costa Rica. I've been there once, and I loved it too. Panama, Costa Rica. I love those countries, and just walking around and being an element where you really don't speak the language, but you try to work everything out. And I really enjoyed myself. So why does it look like international flights may be more money than the international cruises? Well, there probably is. I mean, the cruises are a little behind what they are over here, but the flights is what gets most people. You really have to research your flights to try to get the best deal for the flights or international flights. Warstrong and Destination Fun. Let us know when you're doing the Wonder. We might join. That sounds good. Destination Fun sounds like a group cruise for a Destination Fun. I'm just saying. Destination Fun. We're on the lures of the season in May. In April, we're just going to miss each other. Did I miss F.R. Humphrey in here? F.R. Humphrey, Felicia, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Squirrels Magnet, we got to get you on a cruise. Most of the people in here, they love cruising. We were just talking about it's getting so expensive now. I'm back in the day, back before the pandemic, you could always go on Carnival. Hot deals, last minute deals. I go there now and it's like that's not really a deal. So we're trying to figure it out. Also, people, before I forget, up at the top, I have pinned my new premiere. The premiere is gonna happen right after this show. So at 6 o'clock, we're gonna be leaving here, and hopefully you guys will come on over and watch the premiere with me. It's gonna be when I was on a booze cruise, Carnival Glory, and we're going to Cozumel, and we do Paradise Beach. And they have for people that know the people in the group, in the booze cruise group, they did a belly flop contest. People, you're not going to want to miss that. And I made sure, even the video, I normally don't like filming the whole event, but I kind of filmed the whole event so you can see everybody doing their dives and flops and all that other stuff. And I think we have a surprise winner. I was a judge, by the way, and I think we had a surprise winner. But again, I'm not gonna say anymore. I don't want to spoil it. But I think you'll be surprised who won the event. Thank you, Eddie, for dropping that link for me. But that's going to be right after this. What time is it? 5:42. It's 6 o'clock. What else is going on in the cruising world besides Carnival raising dinner prices, internet prices? For me, those are the biggest things, because that impacts on how many cruises I can go on. I can't wait for Carnival to come out with the new Celebration Key, their new private island. Hopefully they do it right. Evening, driving and listening. I'm late. I don't know where you're late going, because Will G, you are never late here. If you show up here, I am so happy. You are never late. So yeah, though trying to find new things to excite me in the Caribbean is getting harder and harder to do on these cruises. So I'm starting to look around. I did MSC. I'm doing my best to try to find something. Destination Fun will raise dinner prices and Wi-Fi if people will pay, and we're going to pay. I booked the steakhouse for Jubilee. Luckily, it was before the price rise. I think they only raised the steakhouse price $1. Why would you only raise it $1? Not ask them to raise it more, but why $1? I guess that's the part I don't understand. Because now you're if you serve 300 400 meals in the steakhouse in one night, you made $300 or $400, which is better than losing $300 or $400. But why risk turning people off for the $1? Some other restaurants, they went up quite a bit. It's like Disney. They keep raising prices and selling out. They do. Disney priced me out a little while ago. This is probably going back about 6 or 7 years ago. The amount of money I spent going to Disney was incredible. I mean, I went down there for a couple of days, and we were talking, thousands of dollars for a couple of days. And I mean, it was like, if I go to Disney again, it's a special occasion. If I go to Disney, it's going to be my grandkids' first time going to Disney, and I'll do it. Bill, they do it because it doesn't look big, and then a couple of months they will do another dollar. But see, I think that's the worst strategy. That's like pulling a Band-Aid off really slowly. You know, give it to me all in one time. I know it's going to hurt, but it's done and over with, and I don't have to worry about it. I think they've raised Wi-Fi prices 4 times in the last year. Probably it might have been this year. They've raised Wi-Fi, and me for one, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them raising everything. And you know what? There's been enough talk about this. I know Destination Fun did a show about it, and Bruce Ocean did a show about it. I think we're getting to a point now where people are not. It's becoming chatter. It's becoming talk. It's becoming, hey, I'm not going on any, on that cruise now because it's too expensive, or I'm not going. Instead of 3 cruises this year, I'm only going to take 2. It's becoming that point. Vegas is kind of like that with the rooms on the Strip. It's fine when they have conventions. My goodness, the prices are high everywhere. When they don't have conventions, middle of the week, I mean, you can get these 5-star hotels for well, $50 a night. However, they throw in all these resort fees, which is another sticking point with me. Resort fees, they could be more than what you're paying for the price of the room. That just doesn't make any sense to me. None whatsoever. But who am I? Everybody's speaking. So let me, F.R. Humphrey, let me see if I can find this real quick. Even though I have not. Oh, I do have a picture. Even though I haven't done any work on this. So, but I'm going to show you a picture of my my group cruise. What I'm planning on. It's opened up. 2 cabins have been booked, and I think I reserved 8 cabins right now. I can always get more, but right now I have 2 cabins booked, and I am working on it. I think this is going to be a special, like a special cruise here, because it's 14 days going to Hawaii for people who don't want to fly over the Pacific Ocean, which again, as afraid as I am of heights and drowning, you wouldn't think I would care about the flights, or I would care about the flights, but I don't. The flights over the Pacific, they don't bother me. But that's what I'm looking at right there, and I'm going to start working on the itinerary, because one thing that the Booze Cruise did teach me was that one thing the Booze Cruise did teach me, that you need to be organized, and you need to be active, and you need to talk to people, and again, this won't be nearly as large as the Booze Cruise, and I didn't expect it to be for 14 days. I know Felicia said she wants to be in, so that's another cabin. But if we go as a group and we can get to go do our excursions together, you're not by yourself. So if you're solo, if you're a couple and don't want to travel in Hawaii, it is U.S. territory still, people. But if you don't want to travel in Hawaii by yourself, I think this is a perfect little getaway. And 14 days on the Radiance. And I mean, right now I don't see anything, because I love sea days. I love being at sea for 3 or 4 days, even a 3-day cruise. On a 3-day cruise, I want the last day to be a sea day, so I can just sit there, relax, and be on the ship for the last day. But again, I love sea days. But that's what we're looking at. I was going to make my Panama Canal trip a group cruise, but I decided not to. It was a 16-day leaving out of Seattle and going to New Orleans. However, to get there, you have to go through the Panama Canal. So we actually transverse the canal, which I've never done before. I've taken a cruise down to the Panama. I've taken a cruise to Panama where I got out and did an excursion to the Panama Canal, but I've never been through the Panama Canal. And I'm thinking about like the content and how is this going to play out? And those are the kind of trips that I'm looking for. Down under cruisers, which I mean, I don't think it's going to work for me because in February I'm going to Hawaii, but they're doing a cruise, I believe a 14-day cruise to from Sydney around the South Pacific, French Polynesian island, New Zealand, and I think that would be a great cruise just for being able to relax. You go down there on January 2nd. He wants you to come down there a day early, 2 days early, so you can spend New Year's Eve in Sydney and watch the fireworks off the Sydney Bridge. And that's where, whenever you like New Year's Eve, I mean, I can remember as a kid waiting for the fireworks from New Zealand. From Australia to start the celebration around the world of New Year's, and that I would love to be there for that. So who knows if I hit money or win money on the Carnival Jubilee? Who knows? Maybe that's what I'll be booking. Cruise nuts. Going vlog and filming like crazy, like the first 2-3 days, then enjoy the rest of the trip. Casually filming and vlogging for the rest of the trip is what we do, and that's a good way to do it. I mean, I always break out the camera and I'm filming. A lot of times I'm not talking into the camera; I'm just getting footage. So I'm not messing up my vacation because I'm not like there trying to film a movie here or whatever. I get footage and then I can do voiceovers later. So I mean that is a good way to do it. Z, I have not checked out Nightbot yet. So #strong usually drops your channel link, but right now it's not doing it. I will right after my premiere. I'm going to check on that. African Dreaming, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. I haven't been over to your channel in a while, but I haven't been anywhere in a while. But I appreciate you stopping by. African Dreaming is a couple that left the United States and moved over to Africa, and they're being country in another country. So go check out their channel. Alice, welcome in. Welcome in. Give me one hot second. I'm going to try to take a quick look at Nightbot and see if I can get this up and running. If I can get this up and running, that way you guys can drop your hashtags. Give it about a minute and type #strong and see if it'll drop your link. It looks like it wasn't connected to a channel, so I reconnected it to my channel. But no, African Dreaming, no, what you did was fascinating. And for most people, again, most people over in the United States couldn't imagine not living in the United States. For most people, I don't care, who you are, where you're from, you just couldn't see yourself doing that. A lot of people in the United States have a problem going to another country and getting away, from the resort and being around people where they don't know the language and they're struggling to learn the language. So, I mean, what you did is an amazing story. Scrolls Nest, welcome in. I know Scrolls Nest just dropped a video not too long ago. Oh, hold on. Nightbot is in the house. Welcome in, Nightbot. Thanks for being here. Anybody who wants to drop their link, you can't do it all at once, but type #strong. #strong. You can drop your link, and if you haven't connected with them, That way you can connect with some different channels in here. We got about 5 more minutes before we're doing a premiere. At the top, you'll see a link to my premiere. So right after this show at 6 o'clock, a premiere is set up. So I would appreciate it. Well, 2 things I would appreciate. If you haven't already hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate that. And if you go to the premiere right after this show, I would appreciate that. Thank you. It means a lot to me. It's supposed to help with the algorithm and all. You know what they say. You know the story. The USA is the dreams of most, and most live like a king. And if you live in the USA compared to third world countries, so enjoy it. You're blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed to be in the United States. But again, for me, you're blessed to be alive. And just because we're in the United States doesn't make us better than anybody. And I like going over and trying to assimilate into other cultures. And I love other cultures. And I love going around and trying to communicate. I do the best that I can, but you go to different countries and a lot of times they don't understand you. But again, I'm in their country. I should be speaking their language. French Polynesian Islands, they're speaking French. So I do my quick little French lessons and try to get by and deal with it. So no, there's no nothing against the U.S. I wouldn't want to live in another country, but I understand there's so many different cultures, so many. It's like we got to. The center of the universe, as much as we want it to be, is not here. It's not here. The earth is a big place, and we all share it. So I do my best to try to get out and deal with all these different cultures. The only place that I was really frightened of, and I shouldn't say frightened of, was Beijing, China. Beijing, because if you go to France, if you go to Italy, they have words written in French and Italian. I may not know what the words mean, but I see the words. So if I'm on a subway, if I'm on a public transportation, I can see it, and I know to get off at that stop. In Beijing, they have symbols. I could not pick up on it, and it was nervous. I refused to even get on the subway because I couldn't tell the difference between the stops. So there are a lot of places I still want to travel to. I haven't seen anything. I want to go to Ireland and Scotland. I want to go to the Antarctica. I want to go to Greenland. There's so many places, and I wish I would have started traveling a long time ago. Other than the cruises. I did cruises since 1990. Oh, Z, I'm so glad you said that. Z said he has prime time at 7, but you also have at 7 p.m. Controversial Cruising, my partner in crime on Wednesday nights, and Embarkation Nation. They go live at 7 p.m. tonight Eastern time with trivia, and I believe trivia tonight is going to be a Brady Bunch trivia. So if you think you know Brady Bunch and into trivia, go by there tonight. Check them out. If I'm not mistaken, they normally have prizes. So check them out. And everybody, it's 9:59 right now. So I am going to get ready to get off of here. Again, premiere right after here. I'm leaving here. I'm going straight to the premiere. So if you have another, probably about another 15 minutes, at the top of the chat is the link. And I think Pete just dropped it in the chat. Stop by, say hi. I don't bite. And get ready to watch the belly flop contest to see who won. I think you're going to be surprised who won. And I was a judge. I mean, you can let me know in the chat if you agree with my decision as far as who won. There were three of us: me, Ricky Ocean, and I forget who else it was. It was another person, but I forget. But it's 6 o'clock, people. I'm getting ready to get out of here. As I always say, stay strong and embrace the journey. And we are out of here. Bye bye. Oops, gotta find.